Project Pi Discovery. Education Proposal. Anthony Thomas Sr. proposes creating a college-based educational program named Project Pi Discovery that will service young adults in the southern New Jersey, Philadelphia area. Anthony Thomas will serve as senior trainer and will be responsible for managing and promoting this program to potential participants in the southern New Jersey, Philadelphia area. The Project Pi Discovery program is seeking to develop and implement the operation strategies set forth in this proposal. This report contains confidential and proprietary information of Project Pi Discovery, and it is furnished solely for the information of those who are interested in the development and success of this program. Disclosure to third parties without written consent of Anthony Thomas Sr. is prohibited. Program Summary. The Project Pi Discovery is an entry-level based educational program for young adults that are seeking to continue their education beyond the high school levels. The program will be established in the southern New Jersey, Philadelphia library areas. The Project Pi Discovery curriculum will include courses in basic networking engineering and fundamental English study. The targeted market will be young adults who are faced with challenges in employment's skill. Through the completion of this program, each student will be better suited for a wider range of employment, gain a positive effect on their self-esteem, and increase in community pride awareness. Mission Statement. Encouraging young adults to recognize their full potential, embrace higher education, and identify themselves in society while pursuing stable employment, and creating a positive impact on the community. Goals and objectives. There are two major goals that the Project Pi Discovery program seeks to obtain. Goal number 1, to increase young adults' employment skills. We will achieve these goals by providing students with relevant information on computer operation and introducing them to various software applications such as Cisco networking and communication, network cybersecurity, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. Introducing students to the Internet and email functions from a network. Engineering standpoint. Providing contact information and tips for various community resources. Goal number 2, to partner with local business that will embrace the benefit of hiring young adults and make our clients productive at school, on the job, and in society. We will obtain this goal by contacting and promoting this program to local businesses, schools, colleges, etc. Encouraging and acquiring local professionals and business owners to participate in our various education seminar. Partnering with local businesses through the establishment of internship, apprenticeships for our students. Obtaining financial support from local businesses. Background information. Statement of problem. Young adults are faced with multiple challenges that hinder their ability to have a greater impact on our society. One of the greatest challenges is manifested through the types of employment available to them. Most young adults work in manufacturing subcontracting jobs or fast food. In most cases, the professional marketplace only allow young adults to do remedial tasks and deliver minimum wages or less. While hiring young adults is a great service to the community, the changes in the economy and tighter constraints on the government budget has doubled the importance of training young adults in a manner that allows them the opportunity to secure a higher-paying job must be established. The government ponders with maintaining Social Security and medical assistance benefits. Consequently, the consumer is left with finding other options to subsidize their benefits income. With the additional job development training, the Project Pi Discovery program, students will acquire a higher skill level for better employment opportunities. In recent years, most universities has expanded its young adult programs to include opportunities to attend college. However, the Project Pi Discover program seeks to take accountability of the training program to work harder with young adults to a higher level of education and professionalism for complete success. Not only will develop the students' skills to obtain a professional job, but we will also work with them on life skills to maintain their professional job. Basically, we will train the student to perform any task needed by his or her employer. This will keep the employer from spending additional time training our students. Our goal is to make our clients productive on the job and in society. Target market. There are two groups which Project Pi Discovery wish to help. The first group is young adults whom are already overlooked by the state of New Jersey. The second groups of potential identified people are those who are underskilled parents seeking a higher form of education. Both groups should operate at the moderate to high functioning levels and be between 18 years of age or older. Operation Plan will utilize any willing participating Southern New Jersey Community College campus to facilitate the program. Each student will be expected to successfully participate in an 8 to 10-week pilot program. This pilot program will teach basic networking computer skills. Learning will take place at each student's own pace so that they do not become discouraged prior to comprehending the subject matter. Once students have demonstrated their proficiency during the pilot program, they will be invited to continue participating in the program and advance towards the goal of exploring new avenues of networking education and employment. Each student is expected to attend 4 hours each week and to continue with for a period no less than 3 months. We'll operate with 3 staff members, establishing a student-teacher ratio of 10 to 1. Staff administration is as follows. 1. Project leader will be responsible for overseeing project development and operation, establishing and maintaining links with local government agencies, schools, and budget. 2. Project coordinator will be responsible for establishing and developing the curriculum, assisting the project trainer with outreach, overseeing development and operation, and budgeting. 3. Computer instructor 1:10 ratio will be responsible for teaching computer functions and software operation. 4. Governing board will consist of nonprofit organizations, continuing ed, DER, and a parent volunteer. The board is responsible for sanctioning the operation of the program and providing feedback to the project leader and project coordinator regarding the operation of program. Governing board will meet weekly through the 8 to 10-week duration of the pilot program. Periodic evaluations will be conducted by the governing board and OMR or whomever. Funding is granted to assess the value of. Some of the attributes that will be verified are A. is helping young challenged student to identify their uniqueness and developing their educational potentials. B. is educating and diversifying its partnership with employers who value hiring young adults. C. is improving and increasing the marketability of the young adults. Methods. The primary methods for achieving the goals and objectives of will be 1. The creation of a non-credit instructional course at a Southern New Jersey community college or library. The course will be introduced at a entry level for employment. 2. To inform and enlist support coordinators, educators, and parents of various agencies to identify consumers who would benefit from this innovating program. 3. Once consumer has been identified, families will be notified regarding the program and encouraged to support consumers in this endeavor. 4. Parents will be responsible for the transportation of the students. 5. Parents will be responsible for providing insurance coverage if applicable. Available resources. 1. Building. Southern New Jersey Community College Library has. Negotiations are still ongoing to provide the classrooms and computers. 2. Computer instructor will be provided by the Project Pi Discovery and Project Leader. Financial analysis. 1. Analysis still on it is contingent upon demand for course. Why do computers use zeros and ones? Binary level review, often called binary analysis. The CIA triad nucleus. Binary machine code. Binary level review and representation of binary data using transistors. Binary level review, often called binary analysis, involves examining machine code to understand file structure, functionality, and integrity, crucial for reverse engineering, malware analysis, and security auditing, especially without source code. Binary level review, which is necessary for understanding file structure and ensuring data is unaltered. Binary analysis is the process of examining compiled software to find vulnerabilities, malware, secrets, or dependencies, often without access to the original source code, by dissecting the machine code to understand its structure, behavior, and potential risks, crucial for software supply chain security and reverse engineering. It involves techniques like disassembly, decomplication, and behavioral analysis to uncover hidden issues in applications, firmware, and third-party components. To uncover hidden issues in applications, consider these techniques. Use disassembly to analyze the application's binary code. Employ decomplication to convert binary code back into a high-level language. Conduct behavioral analysis to observe how the application operates in real time. Utilize static analysis tools to identify vulnerabilities without executing the code. Implement dynamic analysis to monitor the application during execution for unexpected behaviors. Review logs and error reports for insights into potential issues. Binary data using transistors. To understand how transistors represent zeros and ones, consider the following points. 1. A transistor acts as a switch that can either allow or block current flow. How transistors work. 2. When the transistor is on, it represents a binary 1. 3. When the transistor is off, it represents a binary 0. 4. Transistors are the building blocks of digital circuits, enabling logic operations. 5. They can be combined in various configurations to create complex circuits. 6. The ability to switch states rapidly allows for high-speed processing in computers. Binary level review, often called binary analysis, involves examining machine code to understand file structure, functionality, and integrity, crucial for reverse engineering, malware analysis, and security auditing, especially without source code. Binary level review, which is necessary for understanding file structure and ensuring data is unaltered. Binary analysis is the process of examining compiled software to find vulnerabilities, malware, secrets, or dependencies, often without access to the original source code. By dissecting the machine code to understand its structure, behavior, and potential risks, crucial for software supply chain security and reverse engineering. It involves techniques like disassembly, decomplication, and behavioral analysis to uncover hidden issues in applications, firmware, and third-party components. To uncover hidden issues in applications, consider these techniques. Use disassembly to analyze the application's binary code. Employ decomplication to convert binary code back into a high-level language. Conduct behavioral analysis to observe how the application operates in real time. Utilize static analysis tools to identify vulnerabilities without executing the code. Implement dynamic analysis to monitor the application during execution for unexpected behaviors. Review logs and error reports for insights into potential issues. To convert binary code back into a high-level language using decomplication, follow these steps. Choose a suitable decompiler that supports the DECMIL binary format you are working with. Load the binary file into the decompiler to analyze its structure. Configure the decompiler settings to optimize for the target high-level language. Run the decomplication process to generate the high-level code. Review and refine the output, as decompiled code may require manual adjustments. Test the decompiled code to ensure it functions as intended. What types of files can a decompiler support? The decompiler is not limited to any particular target architecture, operating system, or executable file format. ELF, PE, Macho, COFF, AR, Intel Hex, and raw machine code supported. 32-bit, Intel x86, ARM, MIPS, PIC32, and PowerPC 64-bit, x86-64 supported. To understand raw machine code specific to CPU architecture, consider the following examples. x86 architecture. B84000 moves the value 4 into the EAX register. ARM architecture. E3A00004 loads the immediate value 4 into register R0. MIPS architecture. 20,020,004 loads the immediate value 4 into register $V0. RISC-V architecture. 0000013 represents an ADDI instruction, adding 0 to register X0. PowerPC architecture. 60 million represents a no operation instruction. Spark architecture. 010000 represents a NOP instruction in Spark assembly. Does the Python decompile resource illustrate or represent raw machine code? To determine if a Python decompiler supports raw machine code, consider the following points. Python decompilers primarily target Python bytecode, not raw machine code. Common decompilers like Uncompile6 and Decompile3 focus on PYC files. Raw machine code is specific to the CPU architecture and not directly related to Python. Tools like Ghidra or Radir2 are better suited for analyzing raw machine code. Python's dynamic nature makes it challenging to decompile to machine code accurately. For low-level analysis, consider using a disassembler instead of a decompiler. Website. Week 3 Micro Lecture, using FTK Imager to record registry. To an external site. Week 3 Lab 2.5.1 Exploring Windows File Registry. In this lab, the Windows registry holds important configuration data about the system. This lab ties into B3 by allowing students to investigate system artifacts that could reveal malicious activities or user behavior. In this lab, you will learn to explore the Windows File Registry. The Windows File Registry is a hierarchical database that stores system configuration information. It maintains files used to control the operating system's hardware and software and keeps track of the operating system's users. To explore the Windows File Registry, here's what you need to do. On the taskbar, click the search box. In the search box, type regedit and then click Registry Editor to open its window. In the Registry Editor window, from the left pane, right-click HKEY Users and then select Export. In this lab, you will learn to explore the Windows File Registry. The Windows File Registry is a hierarchical database that stores system configuration information. It maintains files used to control the operating system's hardware and software and keeps track of the operating system's users. To explore the Windows File Registry, here's what you need to do. On the taskbar, click the search box. Week 3, Lab 2.7.1, Using the Event Viewer. This lab enables students to investigate log files, allowing them to track system events, user activities, and potential security breaches. It directly supports B3, which focuses on investigating system artifacts like log files. In this lab, you will learn to use the event viewer. An event is communication between an application and another program or a user on a computer. The event viewer is a Windows application used to view event logs. To use the event viewer, here's what you need to do. To use the taskbar, click the search box. In the search box, type Event Viewer and click Event Viewer to open its window. In the Event Viewer window, from the left pane, navigate to Windows Logs Security. Week 3, Lab 5.2.1, Using MBSA. In this lab, MBSA helps you perform vulnerability assessments on systems. This lab ties into B3, allowing you to analyze system security configurations, detect weaknesses, and investigate system artifacts for forensic analysis. Prerequisite: reset the machine before proceeding. In this lab, you will learn to use the Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer. MBSA is a software tool that improves the security management process by analyzing a computer and detecting missing updates and various security misconfigurations. The MBSA scan can be used for reducing and eliminating all possible threats caused by security configuration problems. To use MBSA, here's what you need to do. On the desktop, double-click the Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer 2.1 icon to open its window. In the Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer 2.1 window, in the right pane, click Scan a Computer. At the Which computer do you want to scan? step, type IP address as 169.254.27.84. Week 3, Lab 5.7.2, Viewing the Contents of index.dat. This lab covers how to access index.dat files, which track web browsing history. This ties directly into B3, as you learn to investigate web browser artifacts to uncover hidden or deleted Internet activity. Viewing the contents of index.dat files, which store browsing history and cache in older Windows systems, is typically achieved using specialized viewer tools or forensic software. WinSpy is a commonly cited, older tool for this purpose, while Link Xways Forensics is used for detailed analysis. These files are usually found in hidden system directories. Forensic Approach. This video shows how to use Xways Forensics to parse and explore index.dat files. Week 4, Lab 8.1.3, Capturing Packets Using Wireshark. This lab covers how to capture network packets for forensic analysis. The data captured through tools like Wireshark can form the basis of subpoenas and legal documentation when investigating network-based cybercrimes supporting C1. In this lab, you will learn to use Wireshark to capture packets and save them for further analysis. Wireshark is an open-source tool for network traffic capturing and packet analyzing. To capture packets using Wireshark, here's what you need to do. On the desktop, double-click the Wireshark icon to open the Wireshark Network Analyzer window. If the software update prompt appears, click Remind Me Later. Week 4, Lab 8.1.4, Using TCP Dump. This lab introduces packet capture at the command line level, crucial for gathering evidence of intercepted communications, aligning with C2. Introduction. TCP dump is a powerful network analysis tool that can be used to capture and analyze network traffic. It works by capturing packets from the network and displaying them on the screen or writing them to a file. It can be used to troubleshoot network issues, detect malicious activity, and analyze network performance. It is also used to capture and analyze data packets for forensic purposes. To use TCP dump can be used to capture traffic on a specific interface, capture traffic from a specific source or destination, capture traffic from a specific protocol, and filter traffic based on specific criteria. It can also be used to capture and analyze data packets for forensic purposes. Lab objective. This lab session demonstrates the steps involved in using TCP dump. Upon completion of this lab, you will be able to understand the concept of TCP dump and its importance in network administration. Capture and analyze network traffic using TCP dump. Filter traffic based on specific criteria. Analyze data packets for forensic purposes. Lab prerequisites. For this lab, the following prerequisites should be met. Basic understanding of the TCP dump tool. Basic understanding of using the Windows and Linux features. Week 4 Lab 8.2.1 Finding a MAC address of a system. By learning how to find the MAC address of a system, you gain the ability to uniquely identify devices on a network. In the context of a cyber investigation, identifying a device's MAC address can help track down unauthorized hardware connected to the network or identify the source of suspicious activity. Additionally, knowing how to track a MAC address has legal implications in evidence collection. Connecting to Objective-C1. In this lab, you will learn to find a media access control address of a system. A MAC address is a unique identifier for network-enabled devices. These devices operate at the data link layer. It is also known as a physical address. To find the MAC address of the system, here's what you need to do. Week 4, Lab 8.2.2, Using the tracered command. The tracered command is crucial for analyzing the path network packets take from the source to the destination. This lab teaches how to map out the route traffic follows across networks, which is useful for identifying network hops and potential points of compromise. In this lab, you will learn to use the tracered command. The tracered command is used to show several details about the path that a packet takes from the computer. To use the tracered command, here's what you need to do. Click the check button to check if the machine is initialized properly, no PowerShell process is running in the background, and you can proceed with the task or not. Check. On the desktop, double-click Google Chrome. In the Google Chrome window, in the address bar, type URL as UN and press Enter. Click the Start menu and open Windows PowerShell. Execute the following command in the Windows PowerShell window. Getting information about the current connection statistics of UDP. Week 4 Lab 8.2.5 Obtaining IP route information from the IP routing table. The ability to obtain IP route information from the routing table enables you to understand how network traffic is directed within a network. This lab teaches you how to view and interpret the routing table, which can uncover clues about how data is moving and potentially where an attack may have originated or moved within the network. Additionally, understanding the routing table and how data is forwarded within the network supports Objective-C-2 as it is critical for intercepting and legally documenting communication pathways. In this lab, you will learn to obtain IP route information from the IP routing table. The IP route command is used to configure the static route. Static routes are the most secure way of routing. To obtain IP route information from the IP routing table, here's what you need to do. Week 4, Micro Lecture. Capturing packets using Wireshark. To an external site. Week 4 Lab 8.1.5 Using Maltego to gather information. This lab focuses on teaching students how to use Maltego, a powerful open-source intelligence tool, to gather and analyze data for cybersecurity investigations. Footprinting a website. Infrastructure footprinting is the process of gathering information about a target network. Infrastructure footprinting helps to analyze and identify potential indicators of compromise in the organization's network by using Maltego. You will need to register for a free Maltego account. It includes instructions for registering a new account using a student email address. Alternatively, the instructor can create accounts for students before class. MPLS Pros. Highly reliable with low latency and guaranteed bandwidth. Excellent for real-time applications. MPLS Cons. Expensive. Less flexible and slower to scale compared to software-based solutions. Frame Relay Packet Tracer. WMV. SD-WAN Pros. Significant cost reduction by using public internet. High scalability and flexibility with application-aware routing. SD-WAN Cons. Performance depends on the quality of underlying internet links. Potential security concerns if not properly encrypted. Ethernet over copper fiber. Provides higher speeds and direct connectivity. Highly reliable, but may have high installation costs for fiber.